absolutely pathetic. Oh my goodness. Bruh, I actually had to take some time to cool off after watching this piss poor display of moderators. I expected Harris Faulkner to do her tap dancing, right? She comes from Fox News. I understand. She's trying to work with job security. These other two women, specifically Rachel Scott, this was absolutely pathetic. Bro, we have been talking about tangibles, right? Tangibles, right? We've been talking about, hey, black community. Hey, what can Kamala Harris do for us? Hey, what can Trump do for us? That's what this has been about. That's what all of this is about. What can they do to better empowerment the black community, the collective? That's what this was for. Somehow, these two Sambos, and that's what they are, Rachel Scott, the other little piggy, and Faulkner, we had the three little piggies on stage. And we had the big bad wolf, which was Trump. This man ran circles around these simpletons, around these cretins, okay? They were asking everything and anything that had nothing to do with black people, had nothing to do with the black community, had nothing to do with any of our issues on the table right now. Nothing. I was flummoxed by seeing such level of stupidity from these black women. These black women should be banned, okay? They shouldn't be allowed to go to any cookouts, any events that have other black people with them. Their husbands, if they are black, they should be divorced. I'm telling you, they should get the worst social repercussions that black people can give them. They shouldn't be allowed to even go to concerts, all right? They have fumbled the bag for black people on an insurmountable level, okay? On an insurmountable level. This, in a National Association of Black Journalists, was despicable. If they were trying to make Trump look good, congratulations, you did it. They were asking questions about his words. Well, why should we vote for you based off of your words, based off of your language?
So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Who gives a flying flipperoo about Trump's language? Do you? I don't. Does his language give us reparations? No. Does his language as far as stop police brutality? No. Does his language do anything? Nothing. They literally did the right-wing meme, which is, but his language though, but his mean tweets. Who cares how he talks? I do not care. What I care about is what legislation, what laws, what policy will he advocate for that benefits us. That is it. That's it. Then they start asking him about J.D. Vance.
If we can move on now to the state of the race, sir, I want to get back to the campaign. Senator J.D. Vance is your running mate. He's had a lot of controversy lately, and I want to read you a few things that he has said.
What the hell does J.D. Vance have to do with anything? Anything? Huh? Who cares? I'm just thoroughly confused how they fumbled the bag this hard. My jaw broke. It dislocated looking and hearing the foolishness that was this meeting, this conversation, whatever this was. This could be an ad for Trump because they were asking stupid, juvenile, irrelevant questions. No one cares about J.D. Vance and what J.D. Vance has said. He's not president, okay? J.D. Vance is not the president or the president nominee. He's not. You have the person who's going to be in the Oval Office, who's going to have the power of the pen at his hand, and you ask for nothing. Black women asked for nothing at this conference. Nothing. Anything that remotely resembled any type of black importance for us was her asking about immunity for officers. And then she fumbled the bag by asking about a current event. Bro, why? It's an ongoing investigation right now. Why ask him about that? Why frame it in a way that he can get the bigger picture?
Okay, so Sonia Massey, Someone from Illinois, an unarmed black woman, was shot the other day in her home by a deputy sheriff. The deputy has since been charged with murder. You've said police would get immunity from prosecution if you win. Why should someone like that officer have immunity?
Because what did he do? Well, the water, yeah, I didn't really like what I was seeing. I didn't really like what I was seeing.
Immunity?
Immunity.
I don't know the exact case, but I saw something, and it didn't look good to me. It didn't look good to me.
They allowed him to skirt these questions. He was tap dancing around a lot of these questions, not willing to give a direct answer, and they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything, even with the immunity. Like, ask him, hey, this is why we feel this is damaging to our community. Why would you want to give immunity to these officers? Well, it's subjective. If people felt that the officer was not being, treated fairly,
But I'm saying if I felt, or if a group of people would feel that somebody was being unfairly prosecuted because the person did a good job.
What does that have to do with anything? Well, if the officer made a mistake, that should be what? How did they not jump onto that? We had Kim Potter. She made a mistake, but somebody died because of that mistake. We have a variety of instances where someone died because of someone's mistake. Yes, was it a mistake? Amber Geiger. He's saying that he would give Amber Geiger immunity because she made a mistake and no one brought this up. Honestly, I may need to take a break, bro. I may need to take a break and learn Spanish. I may need to take a break and learn Mandarin, because if this is who we have as our reporters, if this is who we have as our journalists, this is no wonder we're in this position. No wonder we're in this position. Y'all can't ask this man for something. How do you show up to a meeting with the former president of the United States who is running to be the next president of the United States, and you come with no ask? You come with no ask. They were treating this as if this was a roasting session. As if they were going to get Trump. Well, look, you said this and you said that. Bro, who gives a damn? I'm so thoroughly depressed at their performance today that I don't know. I don't know how you make this a fumble. How did you make this as a fumble? This was a layup.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
This was a layup for a dunk for black people. You go there with ass. Hey, Mr. President or Mr. Former President, this is what we're looking to have. Okay, this is the impact that this is having in the community. Will you, as far as make this a policy? Are you open to reparations? Are you open to a litany of things? But yet they try to use this as a way to attack him. This is not what this was for. This was a position to ask. This was a position for us to give as far as things on the table, in pen and paper, for him to get some type of promise out of his mouth so that we can go to Kamala and play them off of one another. Kamala, Trump has said he would do this, he would do that, he would do this. What do you have to say to that? Will you do those things, and do you have anything to add? That's how that's done. Instead, these goofballs, these clowns, wanted to make this a wild and out session where they wanted to roast him. Well, Trump, you said this, okay? Well, what about this? What about J.D. Vance? What about that? Okay, what? And then you had Faulkner. It was just, oh my God, the last question that they were trying to get was Project 2025. Who cares about Project 2025? And I mean that respectfully, because Project 2025 is not the issue. The issue is what's in Project 2025. So as a politician, as someone who has an IQ above room temperature, I'm obviously going to distance myself from Project 2025. I don't endorse Project 2025. But that doesn't mean that you don't endorse what's in Project 2025. You'll just come up with another name. This is how it works. They are deceitful. They are devious. So when you give him these layups, and they were just giving him layups and layups and layups, and he was dunking many of them. You had the crowd laughing at what he was saying. And they weren't laughing at him, they were laughing with him, bruh.
Has a lot of opinions about childless women like myself or divorced people like yourself. Do you think, my point is here.
But at least it was said in a friendly manner.
My point is...
Because he's a very charismatic person. So you were giving him these layups, and it was just, I don't know. I feel like all of them were a part of COINTELPRO. That's genuinely where I'm at, because I don't know how you screw this up. I don't know how you massively screw this up. And even me talking about this, I feel like this is just creating a divide by saying black women, because I know it's not all black women, but at the same time, this performance was atrocious. They screwed everyone, bro. They screwed all black people, bro. All black people. We had a chance to either get some yes and no's about things that are important to us. The fact that they didn't even ask about reparations is beyond the pale, bro. It's beyond the pale. Like, how? How? That's a very massive topic. How? That's a layup for you, just to ask it, just to hear him, well, you know, I don't think so, and blah, 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 right? Piss poor performance. Absolutely, this is some anti-black behavior. I think every black woman on that stage was an anti-black Sambo. That's what I believe, okay? Based off of their actions, based off the piss poor questions that they asked this man that had nothing to do with tangibles or empowerment for black people. Nothing. Anyways, guys, that's a video. I don't care what you have to think, okay? If you happen to have a different opinion, you go ahead and leave a comment. I don't care. I'm not even entertaining the alternative of, well, Lucas, I don't know, they did this strong black woman magic. Nah, bro. That was a disappointing performance. And then being 30 minutes late, like, how can anyone take us seriously? You're 30 minutes late, and then you won't allow Kamala Harris to come in via Zoom? What are y'all thinking? Like, what? I'm done. If you happen to disagree, you know where to find me. Friday through Sunday, call in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.